booty hoes, help with it.
No, your hoe is gonna get deleted.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Hoeology Podcast. This is Destiny. I am so excited to talk to you guys about this topic. It has been literally popping up at different points in my life, like recently, and I was like, this is it. This is the episode that I need to hit them with. So thank you to my loyal listeners who have been hitting me up like crazy. Thank you to the haters. I can't tell you. Matter of fact, let me just say this. Men that listen, I love you guys, but seriously, chill in my DMs about how all I talk about is niggas ain't shit, because literally everything can be applied to females as well. And I said that on the Ride the Bull episode with the man who literally came on and told me that he sold his dick. So don't be all upset talking about all I do is bash men, because I don't. And matter of fact, this episode is about us talking to each other, because we all be trash sometimes. Bitches ain't shit just as much as niggas ain't shit, okay? So, whose is it? This episode is all about pre-sex communication and why we don't seem to talk about what we do and don't like as sexually active adults. Men can tell you 50 things they want to do to you, but they never really ask you what you like. Girls can say, oh, I want to suck your dick from the back, but what if you don't like that? What if you just like plain old head? What if you don't like head at all? And I've met men that don't like head. But the point is we're not talking to each other to figure those things out. So let's kind of break this down and see what the issues are. As always, we start off with our tweet of the week. Niggas could lick a blunt to perfection but still don't know how to eat pussy. Now, the same can be said about girls sucking dick. A lot of girls from my guy friends don't know how to properly suck a dick, don't know how to properly ride dick, as we've already seen. And I think a lot of that is from lack of communication. Now, a lot of people have an issue with communicating bad sex because we don't know how to properly handle constructive criticism. But in my opinion, constructive criticism is all about the delivery. I can't be like, bro, your fucking head was trash. I need to be like, hey, maybe go a little bit softer or go a little bit slower, or I liked when you did this, but I really didn't like this so much. And say it during sex. Like, don't let him continue something bad, and don't let her continue something bad if you don't like it. Sex is all about pleasure. Like, why are we having sex if it's bad? Why are you letting a nigga fuck you if it's trash dick? Why are you letting a girl suck your dick and she using all her teeth? Speak up. I'm literally begging you, for the sake of humanity, like, speak up about bad sex. Speak up about things that you like, things that you don't like. And most of all, don't treat me like the last girl that you fucked. I'm not her. I know my pussy knows me, right? I like to be kissed. I like soft touches. I hate being fingered for reasons of sexual trauma and hygiene. People hold a lot of dirt under their nails. A lot of dirt. Most people don't wash their hands right before they have sex, right? It's like in the heat of the moment and everything is just happening so fast. So I don't want your fingers anywhere inside of me, because as women, we all know how easily the pH is thrown off. If I cough too close to a dumpster, my pH is thrown off. And it takes like what seems like forever to get it back right. Same thing. I'm not going to treat you like the last nigga I fucked, because niggas like a lot of different things when it comes to sex. The last nigga I fucked might really not like head, but the next nigga, all he wants is fucking head. He don't even need pussy. He just wants head. So I need to be receptive of that. Women, be receptive of what your man likes. Ask him. It is fun to get to know and kind of find different spots on each other's body. That can be a setup for foreplay, but don't just go in and think that like, oh, he gonna like it like this, or oh, he gonna like it like that. Ask him. He know what he likes, just like you know what you like. You don't want some guy coming in and fucking you sideways and you like slow, passionate sex. When I was like looking up stuff to talk about for this episode, a lot of what I found came from a lack of reproductive education or sexual education. A lot of us didn't take anatomy seriously. So when we say like, oh, niggas don't know where the clit is, maybe they really don't. I mean, look, how many of our parents seriously had the talk with us? Think about it. When you first started having sex, did you have the talk with your parents before the fact or after the fact? Shit, I know my mom and me, we didn't have the talk until after she had found out that I had sex. And my dad, he was there too. But a lot of us didn't have that, this is what a vagina is. This is what a penis is. This comes out of a penis. This is what grows inside of a woman. This is a clitoris. This is testicles. Like, we generally know what things are called, but we don't know how to properly identify things that will please us or give pleasure to someone else. Now, before y'all crucify me, I'm not saying you should go tell a 15-year-old boy this is what a clitoris is, but I'm also saying that you need to be prepared for him to go behind your back and have sex, just like a female would go behind their parents' back and have sex. Our parents used to try to believe that we were so sheltered and so protected and we would never go behind their backs. But best believe we had a lot of access to alcohol as young as we were. We had a lot of access to weed as young as we were. And we were having a lot of sex as young as we were. Kids today are like 17, 16. Well, 17 is not a kid, but they were having sex. They are having sex, like, period. They're doing it. They might not know what to do, or they might watch porn and think, oh, that's what to do, show like that. Even though porn is extremely dramatized, we all know it's fake. We all know it's not anything close to what we like, unless you're into like BDSM. But if we aren't giving our younger kids the tools, then it's just going to be a continuous cycle of bad sex. And nobody is like trying to educate them, because now sexual reproductive classes or sex ed classes are out. They don't teach those anymore. And girls get on Twitter and they see other girls talking about, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And so they think that that's what they have to do. But still, there is no conversation being had about what to do and how to actually please somebody. And that goes all into the approach. Black men, I think, are a little bit less open-minded when it comes to sex, but that's a lot of like the values that society has instilled in them, that they have to be tough and they can't do this and they have to be this way. And it's like, what if they don't want to be that way? What if they want to experience something different, but they can't be open-minded because they're worried about being called gay or being called like lame or whatever, being fucking robbed, being exposed on Instagram, because that's what these girls are doing nowadays, is fucking thinking that it's cute to expose somebody. And honestly, the same can be said about Black women with the whole I don't do that attitude. But there is a huge difference between boundaries and comfort zones, right? For a boundary, it is something that you do not like, you will not tolerate it. Whereas a comfort zone is something you're really not sure about. Maybe you haven't tried it yet. Maybe you're just afraid to try it, or you haven't found the right person to try it with. Perfect example is a threesome or a train, whatever you niggas want to call it. Now, men will be, and we're talking about straight men here. Straight men will be okay with having a girl, male threesome, but let you bring it up and be like, hey, I want to have a threesome, but I want to bring in another guy. Then it's you a bitch and you a hoe and absolutely not, and that's gay, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck? What's the difference? A threesome is a threesome, right? That's what I mean about boundaries and comfort zones. Maybe that's just a boundary for him because he has sexual trauma associated with other men, or maybe he's just a selfish ass nigga, in which case, leave him alone. And back to approach, it's about how you bring it up. You can't say, I want to just fuck another nigga, because hell no, bitch. But you also can't be like, I want to bring another bitch in, and just accept your girlfriend to be receptive of that, or your wife. Now, back to what we were saying about sexual trauma really quick. For me, sexual trauma plays a part in some of the things that I don't like during sex. For example, being fingered. During my sexual trauma, that was one of the things that the guy did to me, was shoved his fingers inside of me. I don't like it for that very reason, as well as the hygiene reason that I mentioned earlier. A lot of Black boys are molested, And it's something that we don't talk about in the Black community. We just kind of sweep it under the rug. So for that reason, I can understand why they would be a little bit closed-minded when it comes to sex involving other males or just sex, period. And I can also understand how that would bring about like a need to be more masculine or be more alpha male. So those things you kind of have to take into consideration when you're having sex with someone, which is again something that should be discussed before having sex. Aside from sexual education, I also think that foreplay is a huge reason that we continue to have bad sex. We aren't doing foreplay anymore. There's no kissing, there's no rubbing, there's no touching, there's no massages. We even, think about it, y'all. How many times have you said, babe, give me a massage, and ended up with the dick inside of you in less than 2 seconds? Don't worry, I'll wait. And maybe it's just me, maybe it's the guys that I'm choosing to open myself to, whatever. But even like when I was in a relationship, we really didn't enjoy the foreplay. I think with foreplay, sometimes you get so ready to just have sex and just get it over with. I know I get very impatient with like bomb ass head. I'd be like, fuck it, just put it in. But you have to take the time to enjoy foreplay. I think, matter of fact, I'm challenging everybody right now. This is the Hoeology challenge. Next time you have sex, don't have sex. Only do foreplay. Both of you should orgasm during foreplay, and that's it. Don't have sex. Don't tell him to put it in. Don't get her on top. Don't put the dick in after you massage her. Just foreplay. Enjoy every single touch, every single kiss, every single lick. Just foreplay. It's a challenge. Let me know how it goes. There are literally so many different types of foreplay that people don't even do. People just stick to the main, like, two that they know, which is like kissing and then fucking going down on each other. Have them stand up, get some baby oil, start from the top, rub their neck, massage their neck, rub their breast, rub their way down, rub their arms all the way to the fingertips, give them a hand massage, kiss them all the way from the very top of their head all the way to their toes. Fucking kiss his dick, just kiss it. Don't lick it, don't suck on it, just kiss it. Kiss all over him. Rub his back. He work hard, sis. He work hard. Rub his back. Just try it. Try foreplay. Try to enjoy the foreplay. I feel like the basis of foreplay shouldn't be we're having foreplay so we can fuck. Foreplay should be we are feeling intimate. I'm so turned on by you. You're so turned on by me. Let's just be one for a moment. And then a reward of foreplay is sex. Honestly, though, foreplay is a perfect way to learn a new body, learn your person's body. Like I said earlier, don't treat me like the last bitch you had sex with. Maybe she likes her nipples sucked. I hate people sucking my nipples. I hate my nipples in your mouth. Like, please don't. But maybe the last girl loved it, and that's okay. But you need to learn my body. I need to learn your body. The point is, we need to learn each other. A big thing that people need to learn from each other is when it comes to oral sex. We're going to start with the guys on this one. I took an Instagram poll and I asked, how many times has a man bragged about his pussy eating skills but instantly let you down? Take a guess. Do you think it was 50% of women? 60% of women? 20% of women? 80% of the women said that 99% of the time, niggas have let them down. Now, I know some guys are going to be like, oh, no, I'm top notch. She come every time. Da, da, da. Ladies, and this is sad to say, but how many times have you faked an orgasm? I'm sure just as much as men, because apparently they fake it a lot too. But the point is, men need to really take time. Take time. If you have a girlfriend, you ain't doing nothing on a Sunday morning, the house is clean, dishes in the dishwasher washing, put on some music, pull her panties down, learn her vagina. Use your tongue to map around, find the clit, stay on that. Tell her if she likes it to squeeze your shoulders. If she doesn't like it, loosen up on your shoulders. Talk to each other so that there is less horrible pussy eating in the world going on. Please. Now to my ladies. You need to ask your man or whoever you're fucking, what do you like when it comes to sucking dick? First rule, suck it. Let me give y'all a little story time real quick. So, in college, my ex and I, we were playing a truth or dare game with my best friend and her man. And I think I got a truth or something, or he got a truth. And I was like, what can I do better in sex? So he said, you can get better head. At first, I was really upset. I was like embarrassed, like, what? Like, I'm not top notch. What the fuck? And he was like, well, you don't use enough spit and you really don't suck. Like, you just play with it in your mouth. And I was like, oh, okay. So going forward, guess what I changed? I used more spit. I actually sucked it instead of just playing it back and forth in my mouth. Like, you have to be receptive when somebody gives you constructive criticism. I know a lot of the time people will be defensive because nobody's ever taken the time to correct them. So make sure that when somebody tells you that you can improve on something, that you do it. But as long as you're taking the time to learn what somebody has said that you need to work on and then fix it. Now I was complimented, said that my head game was out of this world. Hey, I've improved. So make sure that you just ask your partner, hey, do you like how I give you head? Do you think I could do a little better? Do you want me to add anything? Do you like it when I look you in the eyes? Do you want me to look away? Do you want my makeup done when I'm giving you head? Or do you want me to have my eyelashes done so my eyes pop when I look up? Do you want me to focus on the tip more? Do you want me to lick it more? Like, just ask him. He knows what he likes. And if he doesn't, then that's something you guys can try together. For both parties, though, I think it's very important to be honest. We have to stop this, like, culture of laughing at niggas when we get trash head or laughing about how we fake it. Why are you giving somebody your body if they aren't pleasing you? Why are you continuing to do it? Because I don't got time left on this earth enough to keep faking it. If you didn't please me the first time, you're not getting it again. Like, I don't see the point of that. I don't like games. I'm an adult. I don't do that. If I think something was bad, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to be like that was fucking trash, but I'm also not going to sugarcoat it like maybe you could, like, go a little slow. No, nigga, slow that shit down. Eat it like it's the last meal you about to ever have and focus only on the chicken bone at the top. Like, I'm just saying though, we really need to be honest and be okay with constructive criticism. You're not going to be the best at everything you do. Niggas, y'all don't have a vagina, so don't tell me that I should like it this way or that I'm gonna like it this way because the last bitch did. No, this is a new pussy. Learn this pussy, love it, treat it like gold, the gold that it is. It's very important that we learn each new body that we encounter. It's very important that we communicate what we do and don't like before engaging in sex. If I tell you I don't like to be fingered and we have sex and you finger me anyway, now I know that I've given you a chance and you just disregarded it. That just means that you're a selfish person during sex, and I don't need that. And actually, I asked on Snapchat, I said, did the last person you were intimate with ask you prior to sex what things you liked and didn't like? Somebody told me I was upfront and asked. It can make the intimacy more fun and make the act feel more personal and build towards something if that's what you're looking for. And when you can be open, you can experiment together and find things that you are both interested in. So that was a guy that sent that to me. Now, I asked the same question on Instagram, and a female said to me, I feel like when they ask, it takes the fun out of finding what my spots are. Like, let's see if you can find out what I like and don't like. Now, personally, I can't agree with the female in this case because if a man has been molested as a child, then I know certain things like, for example, a finger in the booty hole, getting head is an absolute no-go. For me, getting fingered is a no-go because it just gives me flashbacks. Like, I can't describe it. I'm instantly like dry, I'm turned off. Like, I just want to be alone. So I think you should absolutely discuss, obviously, with this episode, I think that you should absolutely discuss things that you like and things that you don't like during sex, so that your partner knows better. And I agree with the person from Snapchat who said it can make experimenting a little bit more fun because you know boundaries, you know comfort zones, you know how to increase on something. For example, if I love to get ate out, which actually I don't like it because I've had so much trash. I think if I found somebody who did it correctly, I would want you to do it more often, right? And then if I found something that you like, then I'm going to do it more often because you're doing something that I like more often. So overall, I want everybody to communicate. I want everybody to just talk before having sex so that there's this no more of this, oh, that's why it was trash and I faked it every time. Like, you know how niggas be like, but I still hit though. They motherfucking right, they still did. You did all that faking and they still got their dick wet and still got off. But you was the one laying on your back, faking it, thinking about chicken wings and fries when you leave this nigga house. So it's like, who really won here? I think like my go-to thought when I was having horrible sex was pizza. I'd be like, damn, I really want some pizza, some pepperoni pizza, add some bacon on there. Like, really, I should have pulled him out of me and got the fuck up and left. But because I was so like caught up in trying to make it seem like he was doing the damn thing instead of correcting him, I'm continuing the trash sex culture. I'm really over it. Like, talk. Just talk. Even if you can't have the balls to talk to somebody in person, talk over text. Send them fucking videos of what you like. Like, send each other porn links. Like, hey, this will be tight if we tried this, right? Or, hey, this is how I like, to be fucked. Or this is how I like to be kissed. Let's do this during foreplay. Don't forget my Hoeology foreplay challenge. Just foreplay, no sex, and see if you have a better orgasm. If you orgasm at all. I mean, ladies, let's be honest. How many of us have an orgasm during sex? I don't have penetration orgasms, like, period, unless, matter of fact, there's only been one person, and he curved the fuck out of me, like, last week. So, anyway, I've only had one penetration orgasm. The rest, I can't. And you know what somebody said to me? They were like, it's not fair that you can't have penetration orgasms because we're, as in men, are competing with a toy. And it's like, yeah, but I feel like if you tried a little bit harder, instead of blaming the toy, you could probably make it happen. And I think that's a great old saying of you don't know until you try because, again, with the comfort zones and boundaries, just give it a shot. If she wants a fucking three-way with two guys, just try it. Nobody ever is going to find out besides you two. If he wants you to eat his ass, sis, you on your own with that one. But overall, I just want everybody to communicate. So when you hear this episode, let me know about your foreplay challenge. You can DM me on Hoeology Podcast Instagram. You can also write me on my personal Instagram. It's in the bio of Hoeology Podcast Instagram. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys. So thank you for listening. Just remember, next time somebody asks you, whose is it? Let them know it's yours. Happy hoeing.